I want to start this episode by saying thank you guys for all the support on the channel so far. I've been having so much fun playing Dynasty, especially this UTEP Dynasty in the All-Texas Conference. We're now in year 3, and in year 3, I'll be honest, it really feels more like year 2, because in year 1 of any Dynasty in 26, you have so many players transfer that offseason that the second team you have in year 2 is truly the team that you feel like is actually your team that you're building for in the future. We had so many true freshmen playing last year that are now sophomores with actual abilities because we were able to upgrade them, and they are so much better. We're going to get into that, our roster, who we're redshirting, and who we're actually starting as true freshmen, and then we'll get into New Mexico State's roster and everything like that, and then hop into week 1 for the Battle of I-10 on the road at New Mexico State. We worked on Paul Schofield's athleticism in the offseason, and he did a great job becoming more accurate, and now we have so many abilities to help with his accuracy, and he is definitely more athletic. He's the future of this program with Elite Dev, 6'3", 210. He's just the perfect quarterback. And Dorian Hyman will be getting the red shirt. He was actually not the only quarterback recruited, but one of them became a tight end. We'll talk about that in a little bit. J.B. Hawkins had a great offseason with Impact Dev. He'll be backing up Paul Schofield. Now, the true dilemma is actually at running back, because Jose Kim was a player that played 4 games last year as a true freshman, and we still redshirted him. And basically, he upgraded only a little bit to be able to get downhill silver, and he is a star dev, but he's not the most athletic running back. That is true freshman Kerry Battles, who's from Logansport, Louisiana, and he's a 4-star recruit. And he has Impact Dev and comes in with Road Dog and Workhorse. Road Dog could be huge playing on the road at Kyle Field and things like that. Does he get the touches over the star dev Jose Kim? I'm not exactly sure. We're going to look into their skill caps a little bit. Looking at wide receivers, I'm going to go through the rest of the red shirts pretty quickly. We decided to redshirt all of our freshmen, even Eli Yancey with star dev, because we just have so many good receivers like Harvey Carrion. He's probably leaving, but he has star dev, and he also has 97 speed, so I want to try him out at wide receiver 3 after Jalen Brown left in the transfer portal. Now looking at the tight ends, we can't redshirt too many. We actually brought in 3, but then Amari Moses was a dual threat athlete quarterback that we brought in to be the backup to Paul Schofield, because he can run around and make plays if he ever got banged up with the athleticism he had. But I realized very quickly that there was no way we would keep him if he rode the pine for Paul Schofield as a quarterback, because playing time was his deal breaker. So you know what we did? We looked at his position changes, and tight end was the best position change. He's a 90 speed, 6'3", 212. That will play, and not only will it play, he will be a mismatch in every passing scheme we do, and I think that will be a big part of this offense. At the O-line, I have a simple philosophy for the O-line recruiting-wise. We just try to bring in as many freshmen as we can and hope they have good development traits. Then we redshirt them, and hopefully over time the O-line just gets better and better. And that is the case right now, but this is still the weakest unit of the team. But we do have some freshmen that we're able to redshirt with Impact Dev, so hopefully that makes a difference. Marvin's the only one with regular Dev actually. The rest have Impact. But Melvin Marvin is actually a normal dev that played last year as a true freshman, and this goes to show you how important development trait is. Carlin Coombe was also a true freshman last year, but he has Impact Dev, and he didn't have a good overall compared to Melvin Marvin coming in, so we just decided to redshirt him, and now he's easily the better player of the two and stole Melvin Marvin's job, so we're just going to redshirt Marvin as well. I'm going to be honest, I think Quick Jump is overrated. When it comes to the D-line going forward, we're doing this. We're going with the young guns, because they have a better ceiling. J.P. Burnett, as a true freshman, has just as good stats as Elijah Baldwin. It's that simple. He'll be starting on the one side, on the left edge, and on the right edge, you're thinking Ecal Taylor broke the sack record last year, 12.5 sacks, and he was actually good, and you're right. But the last thing I remember of Ecal Taylor is Jake Taylor putting him into the ground on a pancake as a tight end. We cannot have that in this program, and also he's insanely capped as a senior. Quick Jump is overrated. I don't care. These stats are better from true freshman Marvin Terrell. He will be getting the start. 6'4", 257. I'm excited to see what he has. And we'll be redshirting players like George Uhus, I think that's how you say it, because he's 6'2", 294. He could even play on the interior, but he also has good stats, but he's normal dev, so I'd rather give him a year to develop. And when you look at the D tackles, that is very simple too. We're doing another weird thing where Joe Toney is actually going to be redshirted because Ashton Coker came back for his senior season, and now he has gold pocket disruptor, 95 power moves. This D-line's pass rush should be a lot better this year, I'm hoping. And we also have Sean Bush, but he will not be starting. It will actually be true freshman Sharif Renez, who has grip breaker to start his career. Linebacker, we don't have to get too into because we're going to have the same linebackers for a while. Javon DeVoe and David Babcock are demons together as a duo. I'm excited for their sophomore season. At the defensive backs, we'll go to safety first. Matt Coxey was actually an athletic linebacker that was a thumper, and I love doing this. You change them to safeties because they just play so well. They're more athletic usually, and they're so big that they play great, strong safeties. And Matt Coxey's no different. 6 foot, 226. He'll be the perfect replacement for Dante Thompson, who was great in the run last year, had multiple sacks, and actually was a force when I didn't expect him to be. He was only like a 67 overall, and Matt Coxey comes in as a 70. So I'm excited to see how he plays in that role that Dante Thompson had last year. And Charles Lester III's replacement is actually Cedric Earl, who I wasn't expecting because Frederick Durbin was another thumping athletic linebacker that I was changing to a safety to take that starting role, but he's not great overall wise yet, so why not redshirt him as a normal dev, give him 1 year of development, and Earl will take that job because he does have instinct just like Matt Coxey does. And if you don't know what instinct does, it basically just allows these players to sniff out the run easier, which is important when we're trying to stop the run and get in 3rd and longs. Because Coy Parrish and Brian Nelson II decided to come back, we actually have a pretty good secondary, but a lot of the players we brought in the recruiting class for year 2 actually have a deal breaker of playing style. So if we don't get the passing yards per game on defense down a little bit this year, we don't even keep these players, but I'm still going to redshirt them because their overalls just aren't good enough. Looking at New Mexico State, it's very simple. They are a tune-up game for us. I don't care that it's a rivalry game. I don't care it's the Battle of I-10. Their best player is a kicker, Richard Bacon. That is certainly a name. Their quarterback, Parker Awad, is bad under pressure, only a 67 throw under pressure, so hopefully the revamped pass rush with a lot of underclassmen like J.P. Burnett, who is a true freshman, also Mike Cobb, who is a linebacker who's going to get some reps definitely on the edge because of how good his stats are. He will definitely get chances to rush at the quarterback, but if we have to send more than 4, we will. It is now time for the Battle of I-10 at New Mexico State after we won in year 2 at home in the Sun Bowl in a close game, respectively, to New Mexico State, who I'm saying is a tune-up game for us. And I expect nothing less than a blowout because that's how good our team has become in year 3 in the All-Texas Conference. 100 meetings so far, and UTEP leads the all-time series. It's pretty close, 61-39 in favor of UTEP, and we have won the last 2. We're hoping to keep that going forward. Robber on both of our linebackers now. This is huge. They're going to go with an RPO out in the flat. We immediately make a tackle. That is Matt Coxey, the true freshman, now playing the role that Dante Thompson played. And I'm excited to see what he does. Javon DeVoe carries that over the middle, but they go down the flat again, and Coy Parrish with the tackle. He's always been making plays for us. He was so good in year 2. I did not expect him to come back for year 3. I thought he was going to the NFL, but instead he's here on the blitz, and that is wide open, but Javon DeVoe tries to knock it out. Good catch there by Jerry Lidet. I think that's how you say that. Lidet? Or maybe it's Lidiat? They got some weird names in this game. Sorry, I'm bad with names. It is what it is. It's 1st and 10 now. The clock's running. They're going, hurry up. And I told you, Paul Awad is someone that I don't really respect as a quarterback, but he's showing me something right now. He is a senior. He does have experience. And the run game looked pretty good there on 1st down. But now it's a sack. Coy Parrish with a sack in this opening game in week 1. 3rd and 14 now. We get off the field. Corey Parrish, after the sack, gets a tackle in open space to get us off the field. It's now 4th and 4. They're going to have to punt. We're going to try an inside zone to start this game. I know we have great pass catchers, but I do really want to see Jose Kim in a feature role this year. That's a 7-yard gain on an inside zone. This Penn State playbook is really exciting. I'm so happy I found something to really feature Martin Johnson, who, by the way, is wide open. And we're going to start hot routing and trying to get him schemed open here on the out route. And he is wide open, and he's fast with shifty. He also has silver sidestep now. That's a 20-yard reception. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 on this first drive for Paul Schofield, who should look a lot better. It's play action, pressure in his face. That could have been picked. That ball was lazily thrown. We're going to try Martin Johnson out in the Wildcat at quarterback on a run. I'm excited. Right up the middle, right up the gut. And he gets only 3 here. Schofield has time to Martin Johnson, makes the catch for the first down, wide open. He is going to be amazing this year. I like Jose Kim on a wheel. Let's see what happens. He does have the speed. Can he catch this? He can't hold on. He has no hands whatsoever. It's going to be hard to get our running backs the ball like that. That probably wasn't the best idea. They do not have catching traffic. Carrion is so open, it's not even funny. That's a touchdown for Carrion. Harvey Carrion with the score. We take a 7-0 lead. It's 1st and 10 for New Mexico State. We did a good job on defense last time. Got him the punt and immediately scored. Harvey Carrion. Pretty sure that's his name. Maybe I'm getting the names wrong. There's a lot of new faces. But there it is. Sharif Reens with his first sack as a true freshman D-tackle. I knew he was going to be a menace. Now it's 2nd and 17 after that amazing sack by the true freshman. Now it's time to see what they do. They're going to go read option, and if they do that, it's time to just change our philosophy a little bit, make it conservative AI. I always forget to do that, but they do have an athletic quarterback, so I think it's best to do that for sure. And now it's 3rd and 13. They only got 4 yards there. I'm not too worried about it, and they look like they're running the football, and that is a good play. There is so much space, and they get the first there. I was not expecting that, and again, Evan Doman with the carry, and he gets the first. I am mad about that play. There is no way you're soft enough to give that up to New Mexico State. That down and distance is unfathomable to get that on a run. Coxie with the blitz, and he has no chance. He actually fights through it and gets the sack, but they're also giving a score of that to Ashton Coker. I guess it's going to be half and half. That's crazy because that was all Matt Coxie, the true freshman. That's crazy they're giving it to Ashton Coker. He did not get this sack. It was 100% Coxie. 3rd and 14 after they tried a screen on 2nd down. It just did not work for them at all. They're going for something crazy. Tried for the pick there, and he cannot make it happen. It is now time for the 2nd quarter. We're up 7-0. We had them punt twice. Martin Johnson on the outside. What can he do with Shifty? He makes a man miss, gets 10 yards. You just got to give him a chance here. We're going to send Martin Johnson in motion here. It's another RPO, but this time to the flat. And Moses, Amari Moses is gone. He has 90 speed. No one's catching Amari Moses at the tight end position. I jinxed it. He was so close to cribbing that. We're now 1st and goal after that amazing catch and run from the new true freshman tight end, replacing Cash Cheeks. Jose Kim powers his way into the end zone after the catch on the screen, and that's another touchdown for UTEP. 1st and 10 after the touchdown. What a game this has been so far. Exactly how I expected it to go. Babcock carries up the middle, up the seam, but he had all day. Come on. Why is the pass rush so mediocre? It's not good ever. Come on, we need better. I know we have some true freshmen. Babcock misses the tackle. No chance to even make it there. We're going to go on a blitz here, man coverage. I want to see it from Koi Perch. Let's go. Sending the dogs here. He's creeping in. He goes for it. They actually cover it pretty well, and Babcock is bumped into and loses his man. That's a first. 3rd and 2 here. After the good tackle, J.P. Burnett's hurt, and they get it out in the flat perfectly, and that's a first. New Mexico State knows they need to get points to stay in this game. There's no doubt about that, and they're playing like it right now. Paul Awad's got them moving, or Parker Awad, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Paul. That's not his name. Oh, come on, Paul. Now I'm calling you Paul. I don't care, Parker, Paul, whatever your freaking name is. Stop dotting me up. Why are you staring that down? That was bagged. Babcock on the pressure, and he gets it out. Blitz beater. The tight end down to the 4. Can we not right now? This is too good of a defense to be letting this up. Javon DeVoe tries to shoot the gap. What is going on? He gets to the edge. Touchdown. What the hell? Dude, I'm actually so shocked. How are we getting pushed around by New Mexico State? They're a 57 overall. It's now 1st and 10 after the touchdown, and I'm saying that about Alabama, by the way, as an Eagles fan. I love Alabama, and I just think coaching has a huge factor in how physicality happens in a football game. That is bred by coaching, and obviously the players you recruit. But at the same time, we're not seeing that from Alabama with the new head coach in real life, and we're not seeing that right now with Coach Humongous. I had to go on my little rant there because Alabama just doesn't look like the same program, man. It's crazy. And right now, I'm hoping that's not the same for us. After a great year, too, in my opinion, we just can't move the ball in the trenches at all. At all. Against a 57 overall, 3rd and 3. We need this. Maybe it's up the seam. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. It's the seam. And he misses it. It was open, I promise. 1st and 10 after the punt. New Mexico State coming back would hurt me. But they did play well. Babcock seen it, and it just pops up right to Burnett, who's supposed to be hurt. But he's back on the field, and he recovers the fumble. Wow! David Babcock is truly the best linebacker ever. Can I glaze anymore? I don't think so. He can do everything. He can cover the pass. He can blitz the quarterback. He can stop the run. What a play. Great instinct. Seen the play action and goes and makes a play. And now it's time for RPO read flat. To the short side, I really don't like. We might have to flip that play. Can we? Yeah, we do. We flip the play, and now we're hoping Amari Moses is open in the flat. It's very simple. Very simple math here. Amari Moses in the flat, please. He does get chipped, but it doesn't matter. Lower the shoulder, baby. He's in for his first touchdown. Amari Moses looks like a straight mismatch at tight end this year. I'm so excited. It's just, however it goes, it doesn't matter. If the run game's working, we'll run it. If the pass game's working, we'll pass it. And now we're blitzing. And we're making TFLs because the quarterback just has to flip it out. And that's a loss of 4. It's now 2nd and 14. This has been so fun to start the season. Just a little tune-up game. 3rd and 13. We're going to look like we're playing cover 2, but it's actually cover 3. Disguising it on the quarterback. They're running this ball, and we played that perfectly because we have the conservative read option on so that they make sure the quarterback cannot keep. That's a tackle for loss for Ashton Coker, and I see that I'm yapping, and we didn't use any timeouts. I am a dumbass. Coach Humongous, time management, not his thing. But that's okay. Koi Perich is the best player on our team, and he's returning the ball, and he's going to crib it because he's just so athletic. I mean, he was damn close. I think a deep crosser might be the play. Let's see. It is. Martin Johnson, shifty. He gets up to the 5. I'm looking for Martin Johnson on this in route, or whatever you call this. Actually, I'm looking for Paul Schofield on the scramble. He gets in there. Bullies his way in on a rushing touchdown. Now we're talking about a new Paul Schofield. Paul Schofield is a GOAT. It's that simple. He is the future of this program, and seeing what I just seen I am so excited. He bullies 2 defenders and lands right on top of them and reaches over for a touchdown. Now he's got 4 on the day. He's a monster. And now it is the third quarter. We were able to get more points to end the half, and now we get the ball. This is just amazing. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Special teams could be better, though, because we do have great speed when it comes to returning the football. With how the first half ended, I think it's really important that we can just highlight the second half, because the game was never going to be close with how low overall New Mexico State was. Jose Kim, as a running back, looks like the starter. He can catch, he can run, and he has power at the goal line. Look at that truck against New Mexico State's DB. We're going to watch it again because of how amazing it was. He showed the speed, and he definitely showed the finish at the goal line. And to finish this game, of course, we had to rub some salt in the wound and get it to Amari Moses for his 3rd touchdown of the game on a playmaker. Just because, why not? It is New Mexico State after all, and we win this game 55-17. And after giving New Mexico State a shellacking, we were able to have a bye, get healthy, get rested up, and now we go back on the road at Boise State, kind of a pseudo-rival in our head, because in year 1, I talked shit on their schedule, saying you didn't make the college football playoff even being undefeated because you have a cupcake schedule. We scheduled them in year 2 because of that. They spanked my ass after me saying that. So they really did back up everything they did in year 1, in year 2. But now I'm trying to get my lick back in year 3. We're going to look at their roster, see what they've done so far. And you can see that we're ranked and they are not. So in reality, they're the underdogs going into this game, not like last year. Last time we played Boise State, we had to play redshirt senior Maddox Madsen, and he diced us up. He's obviously gone. Now Elijah Brown's there. He's a preseason All-American. How will he play in this game? That's a curiosity of mine. As well as Jordan. I'm not even going to try to say that last name. Jordan is your name to me, buddy. You are pretty fast, Jordan. But I'm not really worried about you. We have Coy Parrish. We have Brian Nelson II. As long as they only have one good receiver, I'm fine with that. They also have a good backup, Tanner Applewhite. That looks like a good quarterback name for sure. You also have Marcus Ryder, a good off-ball linebacker, 90 speed. They have some good safeties, a good center. They don't look like they have a very good cohesive unit to just look at and say, oh, their D-line's good, or oh, their secondary's good. But they have pieces on the team that can definitely make plays, and they're an 84 to our 74. But I think we can easily upset this team this year. For a pocket passer, I definitely do not want your throw power under 90, and his accuracies are pretty decent, but his deep accuracy isn't above an 85. So for a senior pocket passer, he's not that great. And also, he doesn't have good throw under pressure. So hopefully, rushing 4 is viable, but it wasn't last time against New Mexico State, so we might have to blitz again. He does have a decent IQ, a good play action. Pretty elusive, honestly, for a pocket passer, and pretty damn fast, too. Boise State will be missing one player in this game, a true freshman, 6'5", gritty possession receiver, which they're usually not that good anyways. It is now time, in Week 3, after a bye in Week 2, to get our lick back in Idaho against Boise State. We've talked a lot of shit against this team, and they backed up their talk on the field. Well, they really didn't say anything. I just called them out for no reason. But it's time to beat them. First and 10, and they immediately scheme up something great there. But Earl immediately with the hit. Cedric Earl truly is a good safety. I'm really liking him at free safety. They're going to go RPO. Javon DeVoe, I tried to pick it for no reason, and the flat is so open because of that. We cannot allow them to move the ball. Good tackle from David Babcock. He's not nearly as good as Maddox Madsen was last season. Come on, pick him. Oh, he didn't make the wrong read. Good play by Coy Parrish, though. It's 3rd and 7. This is so big early on in this game. What can we do here? Both of our linebackers have the robber ability now. We've seen the crosser. We just need to make the tackle. Come on! It's now 2nd and 10. I truly do believe in this secondary, but we need to show better. There we go. David Babcock, his 3rd sack on the season already. 3rd and 17 after the sack. Let's go. Boise State is as quiet as a mouse right now. They're going to try to get out of the pocket. Elijah Brown cannot. Ashton Coker with the sack. And now they're going to have to try to kick a pretty long field goal, but I think they'll make this one. Their kicker's pretty good. Maybe we can block it. Nope, that sneaks in the right upright. They're going to take a 3-0 lead, but now 1st and 10. We're going to try to run the football. I really do like Jose Kim. He is a beast, but they shoot the gaps perfectly. There's RPO time for Amari Moses early on in this game. The flat is open. He gets the ball, and he's so quick. Spin. Oh, man. He could almost spin inside, but wasn't able to there. Gets the 1st down regardless. Made it look easy as well. They're blitzing. Moses is wide open. That's a catch for another 1st down. Wow. He's getting open on basically every play. And you remember, Tyler Warren was a big part of their offense at Penn State, and now you're seeing why Amari Moses will be the same in this offense. Another 1st down catch for the tight end, because we might change it up mid-season. I don't care. And his gear, too. Another perfect catch for Amari Moses. He makes someone miss, goes up the field, stopped at the 19. 4 catches, 63 yards on this first drive, by the way. On one drive. To roll out, Paul Schofield gets it to the other tight end, and that's all you have to know, because this is about to be a touchdown to George Alasico on the cover 0. And it is, because they can't tackle the 6'5 monster, and that's his 1st touchdown of the season, and we take the lead in Idaho. And they're going to start this drive at the 19, and we're sending the dogs. It's time for Elijah Brown to feel the heat again. It is a run here. Sire Gaines tries to make a man miss, but Cedric Earl, the box specialist, free safety, has played the run perfectly so far this season. Javon DeVoe, he was banged up last game. He's all right this game, though. 2nd and 12. They get it out to the flat. Sire Gaines with a catch. 7-yard gain. It's 3rd and 5. We are actually going to look like we're playing cover 2, but this is actually a cover 3 look. See if it confuses the quarterback. It's a good route, and that could have been knocked down. It is! Great play there by Matt Coxey. I guess we cannot hot route. That is rough. It's looking good. Jose Kim, playmaker. He's open. And I don't know what happened there. I hope that's not a legal man downfield. What is that? What happened? Blocking the back! Offensive pass interference. What? From what? Boise State's calling in the shooters. And they're zebras. Hell, what the hell was that? Come on, upfield. Now. Catch that. Derby! You need to make that catch. He is so good, man. He makes the catch, has to come back to the ball. He does get a 7-yard catch, but it's 3rd and 13. I like this play, though. Moses, oh my God, he's such a mismatch. He's just wide open again. They cannot cover him. That was probably the best find ever because he has playing time deal breaker. He'll never leave. He'll be here all 4 years. And it's a play action play, and they smelt it the whole way. That was the end of the second. They sniffed out that play action pass perfectly. And we're going to just try a little screen here. Jose Kim up into the secondary, showing his power, getting the 1st down. But just look at this, man. This is perfect. We're actually going to run it here. Good blocking, but he just doesn't have that burst that you want to see in the zone run scheme. I think that's what it truly is. He's just not that fast. We might have to see what Battles has or Martin Johnson, potentially. Moses on the corner. He's so open again. He's just wide open. No one's there. And he's going into the end zone. That's a touchdown. There's no way. We get stopped at the 1, and I think Jose Kim, who has the nose for the end zone, is going to score again. And he does just that. They need points to stay in this game. They know this. And they're driving like it right now. Babcock again! Another sack! David Babcock can tell immediately when it's play action. And he shoots the gap perfectly for another sack. I don't know if Elijah Brown knows there's a demon lurking in his midst. Look across the line of scrimmage at this monster who sees the play action, slips in between the line, and just makes him pay. How does he hold on to the football there? Strong hands there from Elijah Brown. But Babcock with 4 sacks on the season as an off-ball linebacker already. And it has been game-wrecking this game. And they just have to go in the flat. They do get great yardage there. It's now 3rd and 6. That was a 9-yard gain. Seams open, corner routes open, everything's open, and that's a weird pass. And like I said, Maddox Madsen might have been carrying this team for the last 2 years because Elijah Brown does not look like the same quarterback and is not running the same type of offense that Maddox Madsen was. It is going to be a field goal because they have a great kicker. For me, it's very simple. I just want to keep trying to be the best offense we can, moving the ball however that is. And right now, running the football is impossible. I just wanted to show that when we just try to run it any way possible, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter. And that's upsetting. I will say that. I want to be able to run the football more, and our offensive line is terrible at run blocking. Kim is open. He can't catch that. That's a hospital ball. We're looking for Awasika, and he's picked. They looked at that the whole way. And Boise State's right back in the game. Just like that. We should have not been so free with the ball. We should have been conservative. Instead of just trying to get a first there. Backed up. Should have played field position. And now Boise State. Pancake. Sire Gaines. Look at this, dude. Flips the game on its head. I know Paul Schofield had some pick issues last year. I think that was just nothing other than a bad read, sadly. Matt Coxey tries to make a good play. Just, they can't stop getting moved at the line of scrimmage. It is so sad to watch. I hate when the teams we face just go, yeah, you can't stop the run. And we just can't. It's that simple. We just can't. That is the 2-minute warning. This game is close now. I thought it was going to be a blowout that drive, and out of nowhere, the game flipped on its head with one bad pass. One bad pass. They're at the 1. It's over. We're going to blitz because I think inside zone maybe we are able to get this. And they are going to try a little bit of read option. We are definitely going conservative AI because there's no way I'm letting them cook me on that. We're actually going to go cover 2 here. And no. Coker. Pressured. Flat. He's in. How can no one make a tackle? Really. We need a better run game. There we go. Jose Kim into the secondary. He needs to change hands so I can stiff arm. That is ridiculous that he doesn't change hands with the ball. And then I'm not able to stiff arm because of that. We're going to go slant for Jose Kim. He is... No, it's the wrong button, but he still makes the catch because Martin Johnson is a beast. And Paul Schofield is actually 12 for 15. That one pick was just forcing the ball on a 3rd down where you just had to be conservative. It's just that simple. There's the stiff arm that I'm talking about. If he was able to maybe do that in open space, he could have gotten a ton more yards. Moses, it's actually Kim on the outside, and it's almost... It is picked! Come on, dude! There's no way that he's on the run. He has good accuracies, and he throws it behind him for an interception. The first ball was a bad read, forcing it. But this time, how does that happen? Boise State is just going to cook us, huh? That's insane! I'm going to start raging just like Angels franchise. I want to crawl in a hole. Can we please get a stop? maybe a sack fumble. Nothing of the sort. Coy Parrish, please make a tackle. Oh my God. They can call a timeout and try for a touchdown. I want to snap. I'm going to lose my voice more than I already have. Tackle, please. They don't get anything now. We still have the lead. They were so greedy there. We should be blowing this team out. I have no idea what's going on. Jose Kim, please use your power. You're terrible. We're going to try to get Martin Johnson in space. This looks like a good play. Outside zone, they're mugging everything. And he has space. He has exactly what... No! Why do they always get in the way? That's a touchdown. But of course the lineman gets in the way. Of course. And we have to throw it to Johnson because there's nothing else open. I like him at running back right now because I think he's tired or maybe he's hurt. Awasika, he does have downhill. Come on, Awasika. Make him miss. 6-5. We have 2 picks and only 1 touchdown today. Paul Schofield's been bad, huh? I guess so. We're just trying to RPO him right now. And Carrion has 97 speed. He spins inside and gets 8. We have Martin Johnson back in the backfield again. We're looking for Moses in the flat, and he's open. Spin inside. Juke outside. He is a beast. Spin back in. Oh, my God. It's over for the league. It's over for the All-Texas Conference. Did we all just watch that? If Amari Moses is going to do that, it's going to be trouble. And Martin Johnson, just get him the ball. He has shifty. He's going to be perfect in this role. And honestly, Carrion at 97 speed, it's not bad either. Good catch. He makes that. That's not a first. It's 3rd down. I like Martin Johnson on the carry here. I do. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did, and he... What? I'm sorry, guys. Are we crazy? He's past the sticks. There's just no doubt. What? Okay. Hopefully we can challenge. Let's see what they say. They actually gave us the first down, so that tells me that they've done this a lot, and I should maybe challenge this more often because their spots are awful. Martin Johnson does break a tackle, but that's all he can do. This is an interesting one with some motion. We're trying to get Moses in a good position. It is it man? He's in motion. He needs to make someone miss, and they just play everything so perfectly. We're going to go for it. I just cannot believe this. How can we not get the touchdown, man? Kim, please. No, it's a pick! There's just no way. This is crazy. Touchdown, Boise State, going the other way. I don't know what else to say. How is that an interception? How is that the sequence of events? This is Heisman for you. Nothing else to be said. We're still going to try to win this football game. 3 interceptions. I would say 2 of them are our fault, and they get that easily. I don't think we're going to win these big games ever. I'm serious. Moses, please. He almost makes a miss. And we're not just trying to go to Moses every play. I promise you. He's just open. He's just in situations where he should get the ball. And it's sad that it's just not working out offensively because things are going our way. We are having good offensive drives. And Moses might have trouble with wear and tear, and that could be a problem. Martin Johnson's also pretty hurt right now. I don't love the way wear and tear works. This is a moon ball to Martin Johnson, and it's probably not going to be anything. I don't love wear and tear right now. Why is Martin Johnson so injured? Like, he should be able to get some touches in different spots. Moses open again. This is ridiculous. Another touchdown for Moses. What is going on? Who did we find at tight end? This guy might be generational. It's a tie game. Paul Schofield has 3 picks, and we still have a chance to win this game. As that pick 6 was crazy. The pressure was insane, but getting the pick and going to the house is just insane. We can't let that happen, and now we cannot let them score. That was a great first play on this drive. And immediately they just go everyone deep and make sure there's something in the flat. I don't know why we can't cover the flat in those spots. Everyone just goes deep on those plays. It's very hard for us to cover everything, it seems like. There's always something for them to find. and make a play on. Come on, where's the tackling, man? 1st and 10 now. Boise State, all the pancakes in the world. Sire Gaines gets cut down by Brian Nelson at the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Now we have to get sticky. They got sticky, got a pick 6, and that's why they're in this game. 3 turnovers from the defense and a lot of bad reads. And they are just our defensive line, who has, by the way, grip breaker. That is actually insane because that was Sharif Renez, or Renz, however you want to say. I don't know his last name exactly what to say. Sharif, the D tackle, he was a big part of this defensive line I was excited about, and no one can get home. Touchdown, Boise State. We tie it up, and immediately the defense can't play complimentary football. We give up a touchdown. And I was saying Elijah Brown isn't Maddox Madsen, and he isn't because the defense has done all the work for Boise State except for this one time. We're going to try to run the football. I don't love the look. I don't know why we're running right up the middle. They just shed perfectly. It's only a 3-yard gain. I would hope for better push by the offensive line. You just don't see it. And everyone's a little hurt. No one really goes after the guys you're looking for in the RPO looks either when you hand it off. Like, there was 3 black jerseys ready to tackle me. And it felt like, come on, maybe one of those guys should be blocked. Such good protection here, but nothing's open. It's bagged. You just have to throw it away. And it's actually a part in the game where we have to go for it, in my opinion. We just have to. We're not punting and playing defense here. I'm done. That's bullshit. How is it 4th down already? We can't ever move the ball. Jose Kim gets the 1st down. I am honestly raging a little bit. I've said it. Heisman is hard. It feels like everything's against you. And I've seen on Reddit people are like, oh, Heisman cheats. I don't think it cheats. I just think you have to be perfect against certain teams. And we haven't been perfect today. That was a good play call, though. Coach Humongous has to have these kids back. Martin Johnson with Shifty. Can he make someone miss? No, he cannot. Maybe it's time for some Wildcat. Martin Johnson hurting a little bit, but maybe we try it. I don't like the look, and I don't think we can audible. Yup, we get so stopped, it's not even funny. We're going to still try this. I like trying different things with this Penn State offense. Awasika, open, catches it, 1st down, Martin Johnson makes the play. And in Coombe not being here, that's a little scary, but we have Moses on this RPO read flat. I like this idea here. Throw it out to him. Good tackle. Just haven't been able to get much. How crazy is this? The game-winning drive, and we have Martin Johnson at quarterback. He's too fast for you, buddy. He's got Shifty. He's done. That's a sack. It's actually a 1-yard gain. What pursuit from this Boise State defense. It's 3rd and 8. And we obviously need way more than just 3. So we're going to go for this. We need an out route from George Awasika. Good route. Good catch. He's got way better hands. It's 4th and 3. This is doable. This is doable. Martin Johnson on the drag. Streak from Jose Kim to clear out. Martin Johnson's wide open. He gets the catch for the 1st. Let's go. It's 1st and goal. We can still tie this game. This game's been crazy. I've been having so much fun playing this dynasty. Can we tie it up? We've been talking shit on Boise State. Jose Kim. Let's go. Hurry up. Let's get them gassed. Come on. RPO here. Moses in the RPO. Jose Kim. They don't have the look they want. It is Moses with the touchdown. Let's go. And that's basically why they're in this game. But if we stop them here, it doesn't matter. Oh, they go out route instead of the bubble screen. I thought if they went bubble screen, we take the lead. That's how I was feeling. I read that the whole way, the RPO. 43 seconds after that RPO on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Good play, getting it to Sire Gaines, who had a great drive last drive, getting the ball a ton. They quick snap me here. And that's almost picked from Coy Parrish. He almost jumps the route, and they're actually going to have to punt here. And we have 2 timeouts. Coy Parrish back to receive the punt. This could be legendary if Koi Peric can do something here. He doesn't get blocking, sadly. We have 21 seconds. We are just going to try... We'll have Kim on an out route, and we're just going to try to get Moses open, but it looks like Paul Schofield's just going to have to take it and run it, and he does. He gets up to the 46. Adrian Gonzalez is getting in territory where he might be able to make something happen here. Oh, that's really bad. Thank God Paul Schofield's fast now. He's able to just avoid everyone there. That was really rough. I know they're saying they want to do a Hail Mary. No. It's 2nd and 10. We have 2 timeouts left. And I like a play to someone like Amari Moses. He is a true freshman that looks amazing. Better than anyone I've seen so far in this dynasty. He's up the sideline, and we're going to give him a shot on this ball, and he can't make that catch, and we're going to overtime. That wasn't the best play call, in my opinion, but now we're going to have to go to overtime against Boise State. We're going heads, and we won the toss. We're playing some defense. Let's go. It's so awesome to see this team fighting with a team that spanked us last year, but I really thought this should have been a blowout in our favor, and now we're just hoping to win it in overtime. Good first play for Boise State. That's a 5-yard gain. We are going to blitz here. We're going to get a little aggressive. I think that's the play. We have to get a little aggressive. We're blitzing. 2nd and 5. It's a good play call. A great tackle for loss. And Matt Wagner, their tight end, is hurt. We're going to go cover 2. And I'm going to play the deep third to make sure we don't get too deep on them. They run the football here. Why would they run it on 3rd and 7? And they get 4 pancakes on the D-line. And they get it. I don't understand that play call working. I don't understand why they would even try it. But I guess because we're that soft, they just can. And they're probably going to score a touchdown now. We can't tackle. It's that simple. We can't stop the run. And when you can't stop the run, you can't play defense. 2nd and 3. The tackling and the run fit is so bad right now. That was good. The free safety is a big reason why we can stop the run once in a while. They cooked us. They cooked us there. They should have had a touchdown. But instead it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. We're going to run commit here because in the pistol I think there's no way they don't run it here. And that was a good call. We actually get a TFL there on the goal line. And we're going to blitz again. I like this blitz. Babcock, please make the tackle. Why would you push him forward, Koi Peric? Why would you push him forward? They go run up the middle again, and this time they get it, of course. We cannot stop them on the one time we need to, and they might kick. But no, they get a touchdown after all that fight. And now we need to score a touchdown to keep this game alive. 1st and 10 in overtime. It's been an amazing game, but I've been very upset with how the teams played. Moses is wide open. That's going to be a touchdown. That's how good he is! It took 1 play! Are we serious? This dude is the ultimate mismatch. That's just crazy. We have made a monster. He's normal dev. He will turn into star dev by the time he's a senior. I think it's Schutz. That's how you say his name. Because he's been... Jose Kim also just going crazy. Amari Moses is banged up. He's played a lot in this game. And what I like is something for Martin Johnson, who is definitely the 2nd best playmaker on this team now. I actually think Amari Moses is already the best playmaker. Just trying to clear it out because Paul Schofield's a little more athletic. And it's 3rd and 5. We now need... Actually, 3rd and 6. We need something to happen here. Bad. Come on, Paul Schofield. He's so close. It's 4th and 1 and we're going for it. I don't care. I don't love it. We get it. Let's go. We got the pylon. I thought someone might shoot the gap, but they did not. And we score a touchdown in the 2nd overtime. Now having to go for a 2-point conversion. What do? I don't love what I just did. I accidentally just clicked inside zone. We're cooked. No, we're not. Jose Kim's wide open. Touchdown. Or actually, just a 2-point conversion. I just got excited. This team needs to lock in defensively. One stop, and we win the game. No! No one played underneath. I carried the seam. It might be scary. Javon DeVoe on the blitz. It's man coverage. Perfect play. Loss of 4. David Babcock with the tackle for loss. Cover 6 here. We have gold robber now for both linebackers. We need a pick. We need something good here defensively. That's just such a good play call. What else do you want? It's actually a hold! No way! They held on that play. They still needed a 2-pointer, but now it's almost like impossible for them to win this game, right? We're going to run cover 4 here. We should have everything deep. Everything should be underneath here. They have 24 yards to go. It's actually a one-on-one play, and they almost make the catch. I'm not going cover 4 no more. It's a cover 2 look for me. That was too scary. 3rd and 24. Everything in front of us here. And that looks like Earl can get the pick, and he just can't catch it. He has no hands. And we're talking about the end of the game if he can make that play. Now it's 4th and 24, and if we can get this stop, we win. Come on, Earl, pick it. Another great PBU, and we win the game. Cedric Earl might not have hands, but he can swat it away, and we somehow win this game after finally getting our lick back. Shout out to Elijah Brown. He played amazing. The captain, the senior quarterback, 71% completion, 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. And honestly, Paul Schofield was resilient. He ends with 4 touchdowns, 416 yards. Even though he threw 3 picks, he wins this game in overtime. And also, he didn't have any run game today. Just nothing going. He had to pass it the whole day. They knew it. And Moses, 16 catches, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We do have to get other people involved because he was getting banged up. He had a ton of touches. So hopefully we can figure that out. But right now, he's just getting open so much. How can you not throw him the ball? And we win this game, and it's so big to me because they spanked us after I was talking that shit, and I got my lick back. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode starting year 3 in our UTEP Dynasty in the All-Texas Conference. Next episode, we start in-conference play in the All-Texas Conference, going up against number 15 Texas Tech, while we're ranked number 18 in the country. So this is an awesome matchup to start conference play in this year 3. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys are too. If you are, leave a like on this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm always open to suggestions. As a new content creator, I'm just trying to get better every day. So thank you guys for all the support on the channel. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. So if you guys could leave a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.